Hi Rurouni's, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here, and it is time for a manga wrap-up video. Yes, the manga wrap-up video. It's about how, it's not like you're wrapping it up on your, closing your manga updates, like it's your final video or nothing, whatnot. No, this is not what I'm going to talk about. No, manga wrap-up is basically of what mangas you have read, that you have what you bought, and even the ones you have read last year in the past that you picked from your manga collection as well. Yeah, that kind of thing. Because I have to do this video because if you haven't seen, the ones like, I have been buying a lot of mangas that I have done in the past, like especially my manga unboxing haul videos, as well as my anime and manga haul unboxing videos that I have recently done in the past as well. Yeah, those kind of things. So I have what I've got for today. We're gonna be doing like how I'm gonna discuss about these manga books, and I'll tell you about what it is for, especially for mangas, because I picked these three and this one for my manga collection because I got three of these that I ordered from that are translated in English, and one manga book that is particularly translated. It's in its original Japanese that is not translated in English, but it's in Japanese, so why not? I might as well throw that one in, which you're in for a treat, especially because the first one I'm going to start. So without any further ado, which is right here and right now, let's dive into some of the mangas. What I gonna for today's video on my manga wrap-up video, because this is the first time I'm going to be doing my manga wrap-up video. The first one I'm going to start off with is I read yesterday are Volume 2, Devilman vs. Hades Volume 2 and Devilman vs. Hades Volume 3. These two that I'm talking about. Like I mentioned that when I first read this, this is basically like a crossover, with Great Mazinger, because this is particularly the first time I had to read those one of these like crossover mangas, like, you know what I mean, because it's particularly how you expect for a manga to have a crossover with another manga entry title that you pair with a crossover. And this is my thing about how I love enjoying these crossover mangas, either if it's either canon or not canon, especially for a manga like Devilman vs. Hades, because we all know, it may have these characters from the Devilman manga, but not just that, there's also characters from, Mazinger Z and Great Mazinger, because, Devilman and Great Mazinger and Mazinger Z, which is basically, they're created by Go Nagai as well, because, Go Nagai is the creator. Yeah, because the art is done by Teen Moon, but the story is basically done by Go Nagai, because he's known for his work, like Cutie Honey, Demon Lord Dante, and Violence Jack as well. Oh, and Mazinkaiser, and Yoforoba Grandizer, and yeah, those kinds of stuff which particularly Go Nagai has worked on. Particularly one of his famous works. When I first read these two, because this brings up a whole lot for me, because when it comes to particularly a crossover and all, yeah, because what can you do? Because this is particularly my first crossover manga that I read. Yeah, because, Devilman vs. Hades only has 3 volumes, so it's all completed, because there's only basically 3 volumes, I guess? Yeah, I think so, because, well, what can you do? Because, because on the back of the cover, because they all thought it was the epic Devilman Mazinger Z crossover, but it's basically Great Mazinger, because Great Mazinger's after Mazinger Z. What can you do? Because, Great Mazinger is in this manga, because I noticed there's some characters I know from, like from Mazinger Z, like Boss, Koji Kabuto, and Sayaka Yumi are in this one as well. But there's also other characters that I know from Great Mazinger, like Tetsuya Tsurugi and Jun Hano in this. Yeah, those are the two I know that are from Great Mazinger are in this manga. But the most thing that has brought to my attention is the part when Tetsuya Tsurugi has piloted his his giant robot Great Mazinger when he was challenging a battle with Devilman and Great Mazinger in Devilman versus Hades. Because I thought this was going to be originally known as Devilman versus Great Mazinger in this manga, but it's basically the name of the chapter. If I want to do a manga review on Devilman versus Hades, pretty soon I will do this at one point as a manga reader, because I cannot go into full details for this. The next one that I have read recently in the past is particularly another manga that is done by the story and art which is another samurai type manga that I have read recently, because I read one volume that I have recently read, is Rurouni Kenshin Restoration. Yes, because this is particularly this is created by the story, and the art is done by Nobuhiro Watsuki. I mean, particularly because I noticed there's some, because Nobuhiro Watsuki is known for his work on the original Rurouni Kenshin manga, as well as he did his other recent works like Buso Renkin as well. Yeah, because Rurouni Kenshin Restoration, this has got to bring me all the way back of how I look back on reading the original Rurouni Kenshin manga. But in this one, because it takes place during the violent upheaval of the Bakumatsu era. The Hitokiri Batosai was a feared and ruthless assassin, but now that the Meiji Restoration has begun the heal wounds of the Civil War, Batosai has taken up the new name and a new calling. He is now Himura Kenshin, a Rurouni wanderer who has vowed to only draw his sword to protect those in need. Yeah, so this is basically the manga is about, he was formerly known as Hitokiri Batosai, the manslayer, who was a ruthless assassin, a feared and a ruthless assassin, because how the Meiji era restoration has came, but he changed his name to Himura Kenshin. If you ever read the original Rurouni Kenshin manga, or if you watch the original Rurouni Kenshin anime TV series, I mean, this has brought to my attention because, yeah, I'm not sure, because I noticed there's some parts in it, like, I noticed there's some characters I know, like Jinne and one of the and Hajime Saito is in the Rurouni Kenshin Restoration manga. I mean, as well as I know there's some other characters that I know in the Rurouni Kenshin Restoration manga. I mean, this has got to my pleased attention, especially for this manga as well. Yeah, because with his new directions, but not everyone is pleased with Kenshin Himura's new direction, and his enemies from his dark past have vowed to bring him down. I mean, if you ever read this manga, I suggest you go check this out, because this has brought to my attention. If I can do a manga review on this, I probably might finish the whole manga if I can find another volume. So if it's either to find its conclusion to Rurouni Kenshin Restoration, I guess. The next one I have is Attack on Titan Junior High, Volume 1. I think I read this last year, because I know this is created by manga writers and creators like Nakagawa Saki and the other creator. They were both worked on the original Attack on Titan manga. I mean, this has particularly, like, these basically characters from the original Attack on Titan manga, how how they were in the junior high in this particular manga. Because, yeah, this is particularly not translated in English, but it's particularly have to read it in Japanese because, well, what can you do when you read a manga that is particularly, yeah, because the manga was done by the creators who worked on the original Attack on Titan manga. Because, you know, Attack on Titan Junior High, there is an anime adaptation of this. I've seen the anime adaptation as well as I've seen Attack on Titan, because Attack on Titan is basically like one of the most popular ones. If every anime or manga fan, every anime fan would either, if you haven't read this manga, because I think it's, when I first read this, I mean, it's kind of different. I mean, I have read the original Attack on Titan manga back when I borrowed those from the library, but this is the first time I had to read this, because this is basically, I only got one volume of this, because if I can find more, because this is particularly what you read in Japanese, and it's something you find at Kinokuniya bookstore, where they have manga books that are translated in Japanese. Yeah, because I noticed there's some characters that are from the original Attack on Titan manga, but they were in junior high in this. But it's a lot more different than the original Attack on Titan manga. So that's going to be it for my manga wrap-up as of October 2020 for today. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts for this video. Because this is the first time I wanted to do a manga wrap-up video. It's about, when I mean manga wrap-up video, it's basically about how you talk about mangas of what you read, that you bought, and and the manga that you have read in the past year, what you read last year as well. Because since I did an manga wrap-up video, because I have particularly picked about 4 of these, because I wanted to do like a manga wrap-up video for the first time, I guess. Hope subscribe for content. My anime planet link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook if you have Twitter and Facebook account, and all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section on this video as well. Be sure to have you ever done a manga wrap-up video by leaving in the comments section on this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Rurouni K95. Feel free to join my channel, especially if you're new to my channel. Please hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified. And keep it otaku for this manga wrap-up video, because this is my first manga wrap-up video as of October 2020. Because I only do it once a week or once a month, I guess. Because I might as well add these to update my manga collection as well after I do my 2021 manga collection update video at one point, I guess. That didn't take very long. Well, this is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you soon for the next video, and hope you have a great day. This is Rurouni K95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos.